G'day guys, it's FideMaster John Curtis, streaming from the Rimba rainforest, 1 hour north of Sydney, Australia. And today I'm just going to show you a quick game about why you should never really give up and fight to the very end with all the tenacity that you can muster. And I'm looking at Martin Frolic of the Czech Republic, rated 2,163 as white, with the white pieces, and I'm black. The magician is 2,145 in this game, and we are battered at the beginning, but we hang on and we just fight with tenacity, and we grope and scratch and claw for equality all the way. And we're going to have a look at this game on the chess engine. Right, G6, C4, and you can see White's already got the initiative. And you'll see White's got the initiative right to the very end. Bishop G7, Knight C3, just a developing move. Excellent play, maintaining the advantage with the white pieces. I must admit, Martin Frolic here, the Czech Republic, plays so well, he really does. So full kudos and congratulations to Martin Frolic. Win, lose or draw, you have to admire your opponent, right? When he does things that are good. You can always learn from him. Castles, Bishop E2, C5. I thought I'd just have a go and play C5 with the idea if he pushes past, if he takes it, I can play Queen A5, and then with the threat of Knight takes C4. Martin just castles. He's very patient, and that's a very good quality in chess, patience. So I played Bishop G4. I want to get rid of the worst piece that I've got in the position, and try to fight for that black square in the middle. Anyway, he took the pawn off, and I thought, well, I'll just recapture. And White's got an advantage here, and Martin plays the game perfectly, really. Plays Queen B3 and attacks my B pawn. I really have trouble with this position, so I played Queen to C8, right? I didn't want him getting a tempo with Rook to D1 for White, attacking my Queen. So I thought, well, best to move the Queen beforehand and protect the pawn all in one move. Martin plays Knight forwards. He's threatening Knight takes pawn check, right, which wins my Queen. So I can't take the E pawn. So I just played Knight C6 to hold the pawn and to hopefully just play E6 at some stage. That was my plan. And then to chop off his knight on F3 and stick a knight on D4. Anyway, but Martin plays logically. He doesn't stop playing logically in this game. He plays really well, as I said. So I took his knight off. I thought, well, at least I'll complete that part of the plan that I had. And then he played bishop takes bishop. Now, I really think I should be playing B6 here. Whether he could play Queen B5 and win, I don't know, but maybe not. I could Rook E8 or something. Anyway, but I played Knight takes Knight. I thought, well, I'll grab his knight and just stick my knight in the middle. And I thought, well, tell you the truth, I'll be honest, I was just going to grab a couple of rating points and I would have been happy with that because he's just 20 points rated higher than me. And I was only playing one game before I went to bed virtually. Anyway, he took it off and he's still got this spatial advantage, so I took with my bishop. And he plays really good chess from here. Have a look at the bar on the left-hand side of the board. He plays D6, right? He wants to take my B pawn. So I protected the B pawn, but this doesn't turn out very good for me. Martin's got all this covered. So I played Rook E8, and now he plays Rook E1, he protects the pawn. So my plan was play Queen C2, and this is as far as I saw. And then I missed this move, Queen A4. What a championship move this is. Hey, this is a really tough move. And you can see White's got the edge on the indicator on the side of the board there. So I pinched his pawn. I thought I might as well go for this and go for the complications. Otherwise, if I just sit there, I'm going to be monstered. And he's going to pinch an extra pawn. Rook E7 was probably the best move. I was a bit too I didn't understand. I missed this. That's right. I missed this winning combination that he had. So I played bishop f6. Now this is where he could play rook takes pawn. Rook takes b2, I think. Yeah, rook takes b2. I don't think I can play rook e2. Maybe I can. Yeah, maybe, yeah, if he plays rook takes b2, I can play rook e7. Okay? Because I'm threatening checkmate down the back. But I can't play rook takes rook if he plays rook takes b7 because the queen takes rook check and then I get mated on f8. So, for instance, I'll show you, for example, rook takes pawn. Now, if I took the rook, it'd give me a check and I'd go up and that'd be checkmate, you see? Right, so I can show you that much. So, but if he played rook takes pawn, I could actually play rook takes pawn here. I can leave my queen on prees. Yeah, and then if he took my queen here, my rook here, then I could take this rook here. I can't take it with the queen. I'd have to take this threatening mate down the back, but then I'd lose to check here, king here, queen takes pawn check, king here. Now, he still couldn't take the queen. This is a funny position, isn't it, guys? Yeah, he couldn't take the queen because of the checkmate down the back. So he'd probably check here. That's right. And then I can't go up here, so I'd have to go... I can't put the bishop in, so I'd have to go here. Then he'd play pawn check here, maybe. That's right. And now if I play king here... yeah, he'd play pawn check here, and then that'd be mate. I'd be forced to go there, and that'd be checkmate, you see? So Martin's playing really, really well. Anyway, so, right, so we'll go back to this position here. You can see the problems I've got. Absolutely monstrous problems. I was worried. He played rook takes pawn, so what did I do? I went backwards. I was so terrified of queen takes rook. Now, this is where he can actually play queen takes rook wins, right? So he can actually play queen takes rook, check, and then when I take, he can take this rook, and when I take back, Martin can just push a pawn, make a queen with check, and then Martin wins. Because I take, and Martin wins with rook takes, and he's a rook up, okay? So Martin had the win there. So, but after all, it's a 3-minute game. He's played rook takes pawn. I went here, and Martin's still got a little bit of time on his clock. He plays queen takes pawn. So we all know he should have played queen takes rook check, and he would have won. But the point is, what I'm trying to show you is even though I'm monstered and I'm being hammered here and everything else, I've still got to try to find a way out. So I play rook hits queen just to try to confuse him, and he moves there, and then I take a pawn off. I know, it's ridiculous. I'm absolutely in a dead loss position, but I'm trying any trick I can based on back rank checkmates. Anyway, what does Martin do? He opens the back rank, so there's no checkmate. I think, oh no, what am I going to do now? I thought, well, at least I've got to attack his pawn, right? With rook takes pawn or bishop takes pawn check. And Martin doubles rooks. He just wants to hit my queen and pin it at all costs. And so I took the pawn off, and then Martin moved away. He didn't like discovered check. And then, boom, rook takes bishop, right? And he thought, oh, I can't take the pawn because the rook takes, queen takes pawn check. So what does Martin do? He comes down and attacks my queen, hoping to pin it against my king. But no, not me. I played rook takes pawn check anyway. And now, as you can see, there's no other move other than pawn takes rook. Martin resigned here, but pawn takes rook's the only move. And from a totally dead loss position, queen takes pawn, checkmate. And that's why, my friends, you never give up and you fight, and try to claw your way back into the game. And always look for those little opportunities that might turn the game the other way around, okay? And that was pretty dynamic turning, if you might ask me. I hope you enjoyed that game, and I'll catch you again soon, okay? And with that, I say goodbye and God bless. Cheers now.